Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today we are jumping into a pen review. Now, in a previous video, I showed my pen collection, and I didn't go over each pen as an individual review, though I mentioned to you the different types and whatnot. But I recently purchased this new pen, so I want to do a new video on this pen just to give you guys a little quick look at it. Now, this is the Parker Urban Premium Silver Blue Pearl, and it's a rollerball pen, which is um, a little bit different than the ballpoint. I'm going to show you that difference in a few. I have this one out here. This is a Urban for a ballpoint Urban. The Urban actually has two different versions of it, which is weird. It actually has a clicky type, um, and they have if I believe, a twist type, but I never really owned that type. Now, getting into this, and I'll show you the difference between the ballpoint and then the rollerball. Obviously, the rollerball, sometimes they call it the roller gel, is a different type of ink type, but it also changes the way that they do the pen setup as well, because this won't be the clicky type when it comes to the um, the whole type of pen. It's not going to have that. It's going to have the whole cap type, similar to a fountain pen when you have the rollerball type. So it changes that dynamic where when you have the ball joint ballpoint, I'm sorry, it will have the clicky type of design when it comes to how it's executed. So here you can see the nice packaging that it comes with. Nothing over the top, but it's nice that it comes with a presentable package in case that you want to get it as a gift for somebody. Oh, I haven't used this yet. You could see here how, let me see if you guys can see this well. You can see how the tip looks and it's different. And so you cannot put, and I've tried this. Well, before I put this in, let's take a look at the pen real quick. You could see here, it's nice. It has a very nice premium feel to it. And the colors on it, I really like this. And it was a pretty good deal. Now, as I mentioned before in a previous video, I'm going to throw the link in the description, affiliated link for Amazon, for where you can purchase this pen. Right now, it's actually going for about $11.50. But as I mentioned in that previous video where I was talking about pens and having as everyday carry and having yourself a nice, luxury pen on hand, and this goes into the territory of, I consider at least a luxury pen to be any pen that's a higher level than, say, your basic big pen or something on that level where you get like a whole box of like 100 for maybe $10. But and I'm going to dive more into that aspect of things later in the video about having a luxury pen on hand. But as far as the look and everything like that and whatnot, I think it's very nice. But as I was just mentioning in regards to the price, is that um, as I said in a previous video, it can vary based on supply and demand, because these pens now are not as, the demand, I'm sorry, the supply is not as great as it used to be, probably because the demand is a lot less. Now it's become more of a collector's item or collector's hobby versus what it say used to be maybe in the past, where obviously before the age of digital, everyone had to have a pen, and having a nice writing instrument on you was very important. So with that being said, the prices will fluctuate depending on how many are available of a certain type of colorway or design for the pen. So I'm going to take this off. We're going to throw this in here. Now this doesn't have a spring in the tip the way that the ballpoint version has. So it yeah, as I was mentioning, it doesn't have a spring in it like the ballpoint tip has. So essentially you would just put on the top. And I actually like, sorry about not having a view, I actually like this a lot. Let me try to adjust my lighting a little bit. I want to make sure that you guys can see this very well. um I really like the whole design of this. I really like having a top. I the the clicking type is very good for convenience, carrying in your pocket and just pulling it out, and they work great. And I actually would say recommend this for a more smoother write. These type of usually the roller pens have more of a rollerball pens more have a gritty kind of write to them. I always felt, though I haven't tested this one out, so I'm going to see how this one feels when it comes to pen to paper. It always has a gritty feel to me, but ballpoints they write very smooth. But I always liked having a top in terms of the aesthetics of it and the appeal of having a top. I just like that. I'm not going to say it makes it more premium, but I just always loved that where you had the top and just how it went along with it. So I'm going to test it out in a moment. And so yes, I'm going to test out how this one writes. I'm going to show you how the other urban writes as well. And in addition to, I'm going to put the link for this one in the description as well, in case you are looking for urban of that type. So let's see here. Now, I never used this, so trying to get it warmed up. So just to be honest with you guys, okay, there it goes. It, like I always said before, it does have this scratchy feel to it. So I don't know if there's every time when I write it on any kind of paper. So I don't know if there's a special kind of paper where this type of thing feels better normally. I'm actually never been a fan of the way rollerball or gel type of pens write. I just haven't. I love the look of the pen. I think the look of the pen is amazing. Um, and Okay, there we go. It's getting going. But even then, still won't say that I like um, that scratchy feeling. Now it's starting to bleed out regular, so it's going now. I'm glad that you guys are able to see that on camera. But I'm still not a fan. I'm still not a fan of the texture of that writing feel. Some people may not mind that maybe they're used to it. I just don't like that feel. Now, rollerball is almost a blend between say a fountain pen and a ballpoint pen in one kind of like, but I just, you know, I'm just not a fan of the feel of the right, but I like the pen a lot. Really do like the pen. Now, I just like having something like this in the collection, though I probably won't see myself buying more of these because like I said, I'm not a fan of the way that type writes. Now, here with the ballpoint, let me just get it started first. It's so much more smoother. So I'm not doing this as a knock on the pen that is being reviewed at all. It's just of a different type of ink, and it's about what suits you. But in terms of just the pen, I think this is a beautiful pen. I love the way it looks, and I also feel that when you have a luxury pen for the purpose of you doing things, the signing checks, this and that, whatever the case is, though it's nice having that pleasant smooth feeling of the writing. Well, that's my taste. Someone might enjoy the writing experience um, of this type of pen or a rollerball type. But with that being said, um, it's not even about that necessarily. It's about having a nice pen on you to show when you go about doing your things, because it's really just about the luxury aspect of it. So with that being said, that's what really matters more than anything else. And going back to what I previously mentioned, which I said I would finish off in the video about just having a nice luxury pen in general. I feel that it's an accessory that everyone should have in their arsenal of everyday carry, or just you as a man or even a woman, but especially a men who you don't have a lot of accessories like women have. For men, it's watches, it's a wallet, And your pen is really one of the main things that you have that you can kind of show off. And even though this day and age of being digital, we still have those moments where you go to the bank, you have to write something up, or you go to a restaurant, you have to pull out a pen for write up a check. Even though some of them now do things digitally, still, if you have it on you, it still looks nice. So I definitely recommend it. Like I said, I'm not a fan of rollerball types, but if just for the pen and the look and the aesthetics of itself, I definitely recommend it. For the price, it's very good. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.